I guess it's not no exciting. So Amazon here to give you guys a movie review, which is called National Treasure, the very first movie of the Nicolas Cage movie. There was not going to be a third movie. I don't know what happened to it, but there was supposed to be a series. So I didn't check out the series, so I have to see what it really does. But I've heard the series. I've heard the series. It's not like Nicolas Cage being in the movie because people were pretty upset. Pretty people were pretty upset with the series because they put Nicolas Cage basically into the movie. So because I mean not in the movie, excuse me, the TV series, excuse me, on Disney Plus, based on Disney Plus, and so that's basically what happened. So I think that was kind of unfortunate because they didn't put Nicolas Cage basically in the series or something like that. But I think I've heard Disney was saying we're saying something like that. I think they're working on maybe a third movie of National Treasure. I'm not really actually 100% for sure if they are really actually doing the third movie of the National Treasure. So I really don't know if they really are. I would like to see a third movie of National Treasure, but I have to. I'm not really banking on that for sure, but I really definitely do hope that they do. That I really definitely hope that they do a third movie, but we'll just have to wait and see. And so that. So if you guys forgive me, there's a train going by. It's not near me, but I don't live that close. I don't live. Actually, well, I do kind of live close to the train track, so that. But so anyway, so I do apologize about, and just ignore that. But anyway, so what is National Treasure basically really all about with the movie with Nicolas Cage? Well, it's kind of like basically like fiction versus nonfiction or something like that, or whatever you want to elaborate basically in this movie, basically this movie. Now, to be honest with you, I do believe this movie was just basically made up just for just to get people to really think like, yeah, this is really all this real stuff like that. To be honest, with you, I don't know if these events were real, basically to be mixed up in America stuff like that. I don't think America does have any national treasures. Or not. Maybe they do, or maybe they do, maybe they do, or maybe they do not. I mean, I really don't know because I really don't know. I mean, I think there's quite a series. I think it's called Treasure Hunting or something like that. Or something. I think there is a series of that. I have to look that up, and basically where they get to find treasure. Because let me just say, it's like if there was a treasure based in the United States, like a whole big treasure, I'm talking about really, really huge, that someone will love to get their hands on. And one thing I really want to say is this: could there be a possibility of somebody basically out there will basically just go and get that? Because I one person want to say is also well too, because I don't see anybody really making like a national treasure will be basically to be broadcast based on the news. Because if it was broadcast based on the news, there's going to be a lot of people are just going to risk their lives based just to get it. And pretty much basically the ending of it, well, close to the ending of the movie, because basically he was just basically just saying, telling Ethan, so like, this is not something I don't think he should do, because I think it's right, because the reason why for him basically saying that, because it's a really dangerous situation. Now, when it comes to other different treasures, basically like from around like other different countries, let's say you were to go to a pyramid, you found a tomb like of a mummy or something like that, or an emperor or something like I can't remember what they're called or it's like that. And one thing I really want to say right here is, by basically going in there, there's a lot of traps. There's a lot of traps for you to get there, just to get the treasure basically out there. I've heard several people were pretty successful back in the past to really to find those treasures, basically in tombs and stuff like that. And with tombs and stuff like that, it's a big risk. It's a very very big risk. It really actually is, because I think the reason why that they made these tombs, because they probably don't want to test people just to see if they can get it. But not only that, but if they were tempted to basically go in there, then they'd be pretty much risking their lives. It means that they wanted to protect it. But that's if somebody were basically get acquainted, if they really wanted to do it, really are that they really want to do it. But like I said before, I mean, like just basically in the United States, I don't think the United States does have any national treasures. I don't think they really actually do. But I did hear in the news. I think it was one time. I think there was like a deadly treasure hunt that people were trying to find. I think there was like a couple of people died I'm not really so sure, but they're finding some kind of big huge treasure or something like that. I think it was over in Arizona or something like that. I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure, but it said on the news like a lot of people were risking their lives to find the most dangerous treasure basically out there in the world. I don't know. I have to look up that because I really don't even know. So I really don't know. But I definitely do think that basically to me is that like I said before, because trying to find something that's so big and like finally the holy grail. I'm talking about the holy grail of all things that people really want to see. Would they be risking to do it? I mean, anybody basically out there would love to see basically to be have those of a secret of a treasure has never been found and has never been discovered. There could be a treasure basically out there basically in the United States. But I'm not really necessarily sure if that really basically is true or not. But that's why I said there could be a fiction basically that it is real, or it could be a nonfiction and say like it's probably not real. It's probably not real. And I like how the movie really handled itself. And I'm really glad they put Nicolas Cage with this movie because he's a very smart man. He's a very smart man. He knows what he's doing when it comes to making movies and stuff like that. And I mean, because I enjoy his work really a lot. I mean, Nicolas Cage is pretty much one of my favorite actors, probably one of my top five favorite actors. And he really does really a lot. I just love that the action packed movies that he played in and stuff like that. He's pretty like I said before. He's a very smart guy. He knows what he's doing basically. Based when he playing in this movie, especially in the roles, especially of this movie and stuff. Now, one thing I've also want to add it on, which I think this is something that I don't like about this film or anything like that, because when you have a family that has been searching for the treasure for generations, and some of those people from the family had tried more than probably I guess more than one time or something like that to really define the treasure. I mean, and because like I said before, I mean, there's no telling if there's a treasure piece out there in the United States or anything like that. Nobody would basically if they were to risk it. Like I said before, that's just like saying like if it were on the news, then yeah, they were the basis favorite. But even though when you got the boy was basically the beginning of the movie where the grandpa, he said that basically they said that like the knights were supposed to like the knights of the round table or something like that. I don't know. I really don't know. They were supposed to be the protectors of the treasure, and then you also have like keeping the British from finding the treasure also too. Now this movie can get kind of confusing at times. Sometimes and sometimes the movies will basically just do that. I'm not really big on history really all that much because I don't know my history really all that much. So I do apologize for that if you guys are wondering about that. But I think this is basically it was eventually basically is a very good genuine movie. But I feel like that like I said before, I just don't feel basically it's right for a family that has put so much effort to trying to find the treasures, trying to find the treasures. Now, like I said before, there could be a bunch of people. Like I said before, I know I'm repeating myself, but I mean, if that were the basis were to be announced based on news, yes, there's were to be there are going to be a lot of people that based on the treasure, based on find it. Now, when it comes to the deadly hunt of the treasure hunt, it's kind of like people. It's kind of like that they probably don't know where it is, or maybe they actually do. But I mean that's what it basically feels to me. But I want to personally want to say here is basically that if it's something that has to do with a deadly treasure, I would never do it. I will never do it because it's too much of a risk for somebody just to basically just find the holy grail of a lot of things that they're trying to form that they're trying to find. Take as for the instance of Titanic. Titanic is pretty much a great example. Trying to find one of the holy grails, basically the heart of the ocean. The heart of the ocean is worth lots of money, lots of money. But I think I don't know if there, I think there's a genuine real one, but I think I think somebody found it or something like that. I'm not so sure. But then they made references and stuff like that. So that's what it basically feels to me. I can tell that guy based on the ship, stuff like that. Basically saying like he spent like pretty much almost eternity just to find the heart of the ocean, but then like all of a sudden he couldn't even find it. He couldn't even find it because like I would expect that basically a Titanic in the movie. I bet there's a lot of antique stuff basically in there in that ship, and I still think that they could be worth pretty good money. I mean, pretty good money from the ships. Just basically bunch of people uh, died, and it's just sad. Well, it's just sad. So my rating of this movie off the National Treasure, I'm gonna give it 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. It's a good movie. It's very good, but I still don't like the fact the family's being brought up into the same because they've been like trying to find the treasure for quite some time and stuff like that. And I just don't see how that's basically being played basically in that movie. So is it a good thing? It, I really don't like it really that much, but I'm just basically just saying just putting a lot of weight on a family that's been trying to find something for generations to generations to generations that they could never even find it. But even though with Nicolas Cage being the son, basically he's the one basically found it, but also his dad also as well too. So yeah, it was. So that's it for this movie. Do you guys like this movie? You guys don't like this movie? You guys think it was good? You guys think it was bad? I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. But yeah, it was just it was. I'll see you guys there. Take care. Home kiss all day. Don't forget to subscribe. Please consider subscribing. Please hit a like. Please hit a like. Give me a thumbs up or give me a thumbs up. Doesn't matter to me. And please leave me comments below. I love you guys. Take care. Home kiss all day. Take care. God bless. I love you guys. Please stay and remember, stay blessed. Love you guys. Take care. Bye.